Hey, once again, it's the Uncle, and welcome to another episode of Two Bars, the Uncle Brisson Review Show. Come on, y'all. Was it not a big, well, I would say actually a big week for music these last few weeks? You know what I mean? It's been a couple of weeks, I think maybe two since the last time I gave y'all a really dope review slash video show. Stay tuned because I got some dope videos on deck for y'all too. But come on, man. The lovely, well, we know who you are now, and guess what? That's okay. Her, H.E.R, you know what I mean? Gabby Wilson, it's okay. We're still happy. Little bit of mystery there, which had us intrigued and drew us in to actually want to listen to your music before we actually found out who you really were. And it doesn't matter because you still gave us some dope, beautiful, feel tight music. I gotta hop into that. I used to know. Yeah, I gotta tell y'all my thoughts on that. And come on, man. You think I'm wearing this for no reason? My man is back. You know what I'm saying? Dell-P, Wordsmith. I gotta tell y'all my thoughts on that joint. I was waiting for it to come out. He was quiet, and I knew that something was brewing. And I'm gonna tell y'all what I think about that new Wordsmith. And come on, y'all. The Barbie tings, you know what I'm saying? Chun-Li, she came out. All right. All of the Nicki Minaj fans, very happy that she did. And I'm going to give y'all my true and honest review on that queen. But in like fashion, come on, y'all. Y'all know, I got to tell y'all what else I grabbed in the last few weeks. Again, a lot of stuff came out. Sometimes you got to pick and choose. You know, you got to dig in. Maybe I tell y'all, I might look at your album cover and be like, oh, I might not have never heard of you before, but this joint looks interesting. And when I saw this choker, all right, this ball choker, this Honey Bloom album, I definitely had to pick that joint up just for the simple fact that, again, the album cover looked interesting. And when I started to dig in, I can hear that this ball is definitely talented. You can tell he has some influences from the ball, Frank Ocean. He got some good vibes. His voice is good. He got some good grooves. Really solid records on here. That track that kind of stood out to me upon initial listen was that Windbreaker joint. Definitely, you could hear that Frank Ocean influence in that. So that Honey Bloom choker, you got one there, young man. R&B, whatever you want to call it, soul, nice. We had Van Jess, okay? Silk Canvas, these two beautiful young ladies. Nice voices, good records on that joint. That Honey Wheat track is one that kind of stands out to me. Addicted, really solid body of work. How can we forget about I Gotta Go to Hip Hop, even though both of those was R&B, but come on, man. Beast Mode Volume 2 by my man Sheik Luch. I mean, come on. How we going front on that, you know? And a lot of talk been going around this Travis Scott album, this Astro World joint, and I can tell you, I actually get some enjoyment out of it. You know what I mean? You know, the Sicko Mode, of course, featuring Drake. Everybody was talking about that when it dropped. The R.I.P. Screw. He got some good grooves on there, some good harmonies. You know, he does a lot of writing for a lot of people, and it's good to hear that he's able to, you know, give them to the people with his own voice and thoughts and all of that. So that Astro World, I'm digging in that joint. It's okay. I'm getting some enjoyment out of it. And how can I leave this ball out? I can tell you I wasn't a huge fan of my man Mac Miller, you know, when he first dropped. You know, I just thought he was kind of similar to the Wiz, you know, with like that pothead music, you know. But this Swimming, you know, he's been a little quiet. He's letting us into his life. You know, he's real private, and he got some good tracks on here. Hurt Feelings, Perfecto. You know, this album is actually good. He's giving you some good harmonies. A little different for him, but again, I can see the direction that he's going, and I actually dig that joint. Then we got Diana Gordon. Now I'm gonna tell you, again, some good R&B music. This H.E.R album, I'm getting some good vibes off of that. And it's another thing when you pick up something and then you want to put it right back down. So this is actually my pickups, but I put the Jones right back down. Okay, That trippy red joint, life's a trip. I tripped, I fell, I got back up, I ran from that joint, never to go back to that again. Okay, picked it up, dropped. All right, this young nitty or young nudie or whatever, the slime ball free joint with the Cabbage Patch Kid look-alike bull with the hammer on there. Picked that joint up, put it right back down, and I don't know, am I getting old or what, but this YNW Melly Ball, IMU, I picked that joint up, put it right back down because, bro, I am not you, you are not me. Yeah, not at all, fam. Again, pickups into pickups, drop-offs, y'all can have that, whatever. I'm going to hop into a dope video, and then I got to hop into that I used to know her.
Oh, you don't see it? Yeah. Oh, you don't see it? Yeah. Yeah. Look, I pack a punch, you should pack a lunch. I'm really calm right now and that don't happen much. I've been spitting out these flows since Captain Crunch. Why you backing up? Soon as I came, you started packing up. Hey, niggas probably think I'm sweet cause I ain't black enough. You big, bad, and tough until you test me and I'm acting up. Oh yeah, they tell me life's a but we shacking up. Guess I'll be getting my heart broke until I've had enough. I mean, dog, what can I say? She really bad as and if I ever hit, I'll tell my friends to get my status up. Hey nigga, we the underdogs, how you mad at us? You say you bring a lot to the table, but it ain't adding up. Man, you too used to basketball, I'm the batter up. This is a holy war, I just seen a nun with the ladder tuck. It's tough, I told her pray for you, nigga. She said sick, God gon' make a way for you, nigga. Just keep them niggas far away from you, nigga, and never ever let them play with you, nigga. I said, nigga, I ain't Jesus, ain't no crossing them. And then I gave her 20 for the offering. I'm a boss again, that's your homie, share a coffin. Then my flow sick, you should be afraid when I cough again. Back to save the world and my people, cause they lost again. Back to save the world and my people, nigga. Fifth summer. Okay, you don't hear them cop sirens. You don't see them shots fired. Oh, you don't see it. Yeah. Oh, you don't see it? Tell me. You don't hear my mama crying? Hey, can't you see her baby dying? Oh, you don't see it? Tell me. Oh, you don't see it? Some niggas turn the other cheek, but not me. Niggas swear they know they ABCs, but that's not G. Last night it was a shooting, he threw 4 and dropped 3. My mama looking at the news, praying to God it's not me, as she drops to her knees. That's how Tamara lost our key. That's how Nah lost B. Yeah, gotta afraid to lose me. Gotta afraid to lose me. Wait, I had to pause for a second. The lyrics had me lost for a second. But I'm gonna teach you all a lesson. Lauryn Hill son, boy, I'm back with the blessings. Poppy bless him. Okay, you don't hear them cop sirens. You don't see them shots fired. Oh, you don't see it. Yeah. Oh, you don't see it? Tell me, you don't hear my mama crying? Hey, can't you see her baby dying? Oh, you don't see it? Tell me, oh, you don't see it? Yeah. Third verse, it's time to heat up. Tell Poppy like the turn the beat up. I ain't chillin' with my feet up. Boy, I kick that. Heat your seat up. I'm known to hold it down, you leave the seat up. When I see you, I don't see much. I kinda think you niggas wanna be us. There was nothing that these streets couldn't teach us. White teachers couldn't reach us. Jesus' weapon let the white man beat us. That's why I don't like his white man features. Somebody save me, because I'm drowning in my sorrow, trying to make it through the day to see tomorrow. Yeah, because I'm drowning in this pain, and I know my people, they doing the same. They just act like they don't see it. Okay. You don't hear them cop sirens, you don't see them shots fired, oh, you don't see it, yeah, oh, you don't see it? Tell me, you don't hear my mama crying, hey, can't you see her baby dying? Oh, you don't see it? Tell me, oh, you don't see it? Yeah.
come on, man. The second segment of 2 Bars is here, and let me tell you something. This young lady, when she drops, everybody gets a little hype. In the past few years, very mysterious, all right? And we're talking about her, all right? AKA Gabby Wilson, if you want to go back in the past. But I love her view and the mystery behind her. You know, she didn't really put her face and her body and stuff on the album covers, just for the simple fact that she wanted the listener to actually listen to what she was giving us, okay? And I enjoyed every little EP that she put out, and then she splashed them all together last year and gave us a full album. I mean, that You track is so good. The Wait For It track was excellent off of there. Best Part featuring none other than the great, and I'm going to say yes, great Daniel Caesar. You know, her, Gabby Wilson, however you want to, say who she is, it does not matter because she's just excellent. So this I Used to Know Her EP, when I saw that come across the screen, come across the the download screen, all right, I got excited. I'm gonna hop into this 5-song EP and just be flat out honest about it. Lost Souls, okay? How you gonna begin like this, Gabby? Her. You spitting now? We really appreciate this, all right? Nice homage to Lauryn Hill's Lost Ones. You know, a good message to those who chasing money, chasing fame, you losing your integrity for money, chasing material things, masking what's important, you know, with material. I love that. We can't lead or help each other, you know, being like that. So off the rip, her rapping surprised me. Great way to begin this little EP. All right, then we get into the soft, sultry, appreciative music that we love from her so much, Against Me. Such an eye-opening track. You know, women in a relationship that see the signs of no commitment from a man, they still hanging in there, being lost in love. Your intuition kind of tells you that you need to break away. You're still hanging in there. You know, you should really listen to your intuition. Some nice, you know, she's quoting at the end, you know what I mean, kind of talking in spoken word form. I love it, all right? And guess what? I'm a man, and I still love it because it's just good quality music. Then we got Be On My Way, all right? Now, this is a smooth interlude. You know what? This situation ain't really going the way that we want it to be. I'm going to just be on my way. I'm going to let you, you know, do you. I need to go do me. Nice little interlude that leads into probably my favorite track on this particular EP, album, whatever you want to call it, because now they're calling these short things albums, but hers is an EP. This could have been. Let me tell you something. If you just want to be real and honest out here, all right, as a grown person, a lot of us has been in these situations. I love this track. The groove is smooth, you know, speaks to the feelings that we have. You know, that a person that you were dealing with, they might have slipped through your grasp, something that could have happened, but you might have had, you know, you might have been in a real situation or in your situation, and you meet somebody and the vibes are there, you know what I mean? And y'all just click so good, and you just think about what it could have been. And Bryson Tiller on this particular track is just a great compliment. And this track wouldn't be as good as it is if it wasn't a man and woman talking to each other of what this could have been. I really, really love this track. You know, we can't pretend that something is going to be more than what it is. And sometimes we only call when the main piece ain't around, and that's, you know, not good, but it could have been something special. Then we get into Feel Away, another dope track. You know, asking this man to just don't make her fall or catch feelings. You know, at the end, she talks to, you know, she might flip out on him just for, you know, the promises that he makes that he can't keep. You know, it gets her upset. She warns about, you know, protecting her feelings because she might go off, you know what I'm saying? And I really, really appreciate that because we know, we all be in these situations, going back and forth, you know, little arguments, stuff that don't mean nothing. We've been down this road before. Let's not make it feel some kind of way, you know what I mean? And you don't make me feel some kind of way. Then we get into As I Am, and I'm gonna tell you, you know, this track it's just a beautiful track. This is a track that I kind of hear like an anniversary or wedding, you know, like doing a bop. Not like a slow groove, John, but something you kind of go in when you're just doing a little bop, you know, the snaps. You know, just being satisfied with the one that you with. You know, you're at your best when you with that person. They make you feel like you're the best. You make them feel like they the best. When you express that, you know, they love it. You know, take me as I am, the best that I am. I love the groove. Again, the snaps and the beat give you that jig. This is just a solid body of work, H.E.R. I can't wait for your full project to come out. I'm not even going to rate this just for the simple fact that it's only 5 tracks, but you don't skip anything on this beautiful body of work. I'll be back. I got another dope video to show y'all.
Ay, papá. Ay, it's that puré. Ay. Big Ghost brought that puré. Wow. I keep my white girl swole like Anna Nicole. Behold, I'm in the robe, chicken popping on the stove. We dove head first into the Angus, turn beef to anguish. Me and my plug speaking Spanglish when we make arrangements. Yo, it's the kid who still saran wrap these up. Ease up unless you got the bread from my Anthrax feature. We just on your zip code. I've been dope since Buster said flip mode. Took the clock to the jeweler, now it's a schizo. You and your feelings probably praying to the Lord I fall. I'm fresh to death in my bag like I'm at the morgue. I still might rock the same fit for 3 days and pump like stage in the stew. Arturo just gave me stuff to leave your faces numb. I save the crumbs and make another sale until I'm sailing, and I never gotta touch a scale. Till then I circumvent the scales of justice, let the burn up. I keep the whole flooded, cousin, that's word to Irma. You would think I'm Eric Andre the way I bird up. You would think I'm Eric Leshner the way I turn up. Y'all keep underground rap, this bloody murder. You be underground like Sojourner or turn up. Now don't forget to thank us, please, and show up with them big face Frankies, please. That's very necessary. Everything else is secondary. Who shot ya? Wallet looking like an empanada. Broke down a few cebollas for the ensalada. If it's water, cross the border for the enchilada. Mi pana always flipping birds, pollo a la brasa. Running so much game that I could con shaka. Make your wifey smuggle black and put it in her nalga. But I'm tired of playing the strip, serving up. Rather be playing the beach, opening coconuts, where I can kick my feet up and adopt an octopus. With plenty crops and kush, exotic drops to push. Hummingbirds singing, wedding bells ringing. Until then it's big biscuits while I get this chicken. D-Rugs hit my celly, said he war ready. These dudes raspberries, blueberries, strawberries. They peanut butter jealous, dog, what the f*** you tell us? We still eat off styrofoam on crates in the cellar. With the roaches and rodents. Used to lift the couch for quarters for Coronas. Now I'm trailblazing like Sabonis. Sun ain't potent, just a moment. I scribbled a slogan. Pyrotechnics when I'm repping, I'm clearly a showman. Me and Ghost cooking, well then I send my condolence. This got horsepower, pony boys stay golden. Lames tryna rep my city with a baby scrotum. They won't never get it right like James Dolan. Stagecoaches, rifles have your brain floating. Split you from the side, your brain ain't know it. Stay focused, ADHD when I flip the pastry. Fiends say tasty, so Ally McBeal lately. Wow. Now don't forget to thank us, please, and show up with them big face Frankies, please. That's very necessary. Everything else is secondary. Wow. Now don't forget to thank us, please, and show up with them big face Frankies, please. That's very necessary. Everything else is secondary. Wow. Oh, we got a problem here? We got a problem here?
Drug dealers driving recklessly, playing loud, outrageous rap music.
Hey, once again, it's the Uncle, and welcome to the 3rd segment, and there will be a 4th segment of 2 bars, alright? Before I get into this Nicki Minaj review, which I know some of you are definitely anticipating my views on that. I mean, come on, man. How can I skip over somebody that has been giving out quality hip-hop for the past few years? And I'm talking about none other than Dell-P. Alright, so his last installment, For the Art, solid body of work, bars out crazy, telling you the reasons why he's doing this, trying to keep the art of hip-hop alive. He took us to the moon and beyond. I mean, come on, man, brought it right back down. I mean, Gil Scott-Heron all over the place in that joint. And my all-time favorite, all right, when I first got put on to my man, A New Beginning, all right? Before that, he was redefining himself. So his track record is now starting to speak for itself. So when I saw this Wordsmith, I'm like, man, this boy got some stuff brewing because he was quiet, and I knew that something was going to be, you know what, I'm not even going to jump ahead, all right? Let's peep the album cover first off. We see the King piece. King Peasy? All right, we see the King piece. We see the 1800s pen, you know, that just flows so smoothly. Back in the day, the young bucks don't know about dipping the pen in the ink and just writing, all right? Wordsmith, we get it. What is it? Last name? All right, I got you. And then the stamp in the left-hand corner. Don't forget that it's bright red, just to kind of, you know, say, oh, wow, okay, he's here. Wordsmith. Dell-P for president. Don't we need one? I mean, come on, man. Begins with some eye-opening words addressing the current political state. The beat is so smooth. The sample is so dope. My man Dell, as I stated, always got something to say. Always relating to the real. Him being a righteous rapper, conscious rapper. Him carrying a torch for the city. Taking a stand for what he believes. Come on, man. Listen, man. The dues this boy has paid over the years just prove that you need to vote Dell-P for president. Alright, then we hop into Radio Raheem. Alright, now, come on. The young bucks might not know, you know, Spike Lee joint, you know what I mean? Do the right thing. Radio Raheem goes into the Chinese store. Alright, so these little samples is all throughout this track, alright? That is just, Do the Right Thing is just a pillar in black film. You can say what you want, but once I saw this, I knew. The production took me back to the essence of hip-hop. This track just speaks to, you know, his belief in doing music for the art. You know, I love the second verse as he talks how far he's come and how, you know, his real supporters is loving what he's doing so far. He's being overlooked, and that won't happen for too much longer. I mean, come on, man. We really gonna front on this ball? Scared of Love, featuring Aviance. I mean, the vocals, first off, in the chorus, beautiful. Another dope sample, Janet Jackson, funny how time fly. I mean, come on, man. It just talks to, you know, a woman being treated wrong. She's scared to love, you know, and until she feels that way, she gonna reach out to my man Dell, you know, just for some chill time, you know what I mean? Call it we ain't even gonna go into that, but we know what the deal is. And all the things she's been through, you know, past relationships, heartbreaks, makes a woman, you know, a little scared to take that next step. But sometimes you just got to take a chance on love. Is she going to do it? We don't know. Is Dell going to persuade her? That's something that the listener has to find out himself. Then we get into What About Me. All right, now, the sample, first off, it grabs you from the gate. You know, my man Dell, again, speaks to all that he's done in the hip-hop world, how he's been slept on, how people, you know, even his close friends, you know, kind of went off to the side. He's being more embraced by strangers. And that's kind of how it is. You know, I could definitely speak to that. And, you know, even some big names in the industry show love. He got some call-outs on there, you know, but for some reason, where you grind the most, you don't get that love, you know. So he's asking, what about me? You know what I'm saying? And I could relate. What about Chris? You know what I'm saying? And, you know, sometimes you just got to be happy with the fans that we got. You know what I mean? The people that don't feel us, whatever, man. We out. Dope track, by the way. But get out of here. We don't even care about the people that don't feel us. You know what I'm saying? Then we get into, come on, man. I mean, you really gonna front on this unapologetic track featuring none other than the great David Banner? I mean, This track it's produced by Jay Reezy, if I'm not mistaken. Jay Reezy got the vocals on this joint just going crazy. This track just goes hard. I mean, we just gotta wake up. You know, and black folks don't have to apologize for anything because of the injustices that we've been facing throughout the years. I mean, throughout eternity, if you really want to keep it G. You know what I mean? My man Banner, he kills this track. You know, he don't care about what you got to say. Nobody's apologizing. Y'all been treating us unfairly, and you know the injustices still keep coming, and we gonna keep coming at y'all hard. And guess what? We unapologetic about it. There is no sorries. That track, bang. Then we got Something to Remember. I mean, come on, man. Again, Donnie Boy on the beat. I mean, this just fits Philly hip hop so good, man. Dell breaks down the inspiration he gets from his past, how he's going to make y'all remember, you know, his name and what he's done in history, or not even just Philly hip hop, but just in hip hop period, man. I mean, a nice look into my man's history and his background and what made him go so hard in the game. I love that. Then we got The Shift featuring none other than, come on, man, the great Trash Man. Yeah, I put great in front of that because my man from Camden, New Jersey just pours his heart out in this joint. Talks the current state of hip hop, why he's not feeling it. I mean, I just love this track. The beat is so groovy, and Trash Man letting you into his life and, you know, why he's felt by the real listeners. I love that. He talks, you know, not feeling, again, what's popping right now because y'all promote the trash and we definitely need a shift. You know what I mean? Dell rides this beat so good, talks to being an example for the youth, living for a purpose, and, you know, the unnecessary deaths in our communities and stuff like that. And we got to make a change. We definitely have to shift something and make this thing better. All right. And we got this interlude, right? And I know we all familiar with who's on this joint. You know what I mean? Frank, you know what I mean? My man Face saying, listen, man, you coming with me. You know what I mean? I mean, come on, man. We're not even going to front on that. The only thing I'll say is, that interlude just could have been a little bit shorter, but we knew exactly the direction that my man was going because it leads right into probably my favorite track on this album, and I'm talking about WCE, all right? Woman Crush Every Day, featuring none other than Mel Austin and Taylor Made, all right? This track is so smooth. The vocals are just so dope from my man Mel, you know, and again, we crushing on this woman every day. It don't take a certain day for us to feel some type of way. This production pulls you right in. I mean, if you got a shorty, you got a woman or whatever, you got to throw this joint on, man. This joint is just smooth, man. You get some straight cool points off of this joint. Then we got Family Ties. I mean, come on, man. Who doesn't love a look into the reason why you're shaped into who you are from, you know, your mom, your siblings, you know, the struggles that somebody has gone through in order to make you into the man or the person that you are today. And just being there for your siblings, you know what I'm saying? I'm my brother's keeper, I'm my sister's keeper, you know, just stuff like that, man. It just brings a family closer together. And even if people are not your blood, if they treat you like family, you gotta reciprocate it as such. And then we get into probably, this is just beautiful, all right? I'm talking about to end your album with the title track. And the beat is so smooth. We got the Tupac interview at the beginning, the sample from the Jay-Z's Dead President's joint. So smooth, man. I mean, this track just speaks to why my man is just a wordsmith, man. Wordsmith. I mean, it's one of them joints that just kind of just bring you in, brings the album full circle. I don't even know no other way to explain this. It's nothing to skip on this joint. The production is there. It shows the lyrics still matter. What my man said, W-O-R-D, and don't forget the Smith. I mean, come on, man. We really appreciate this, Dev. I can't even front on you, fam. I'm gonna rate this joint. It's really nothing, you know, besides the long interlude. But it's really I don't have no real qualms about this joint. It's not perfect, but this joint you can let run. And in this state of hip hop, what's going on right now, this is my aunt, man. 4 out of 5 stars. I'll be back talking about the Queen next.
One time for day life. Stakes aside, the stakes aside, the stakes aside. high, the stakes is high, the stakes is high. Pardon my brash interruption is something gotta become of it. Eventually a sentence comes to a period. Jove, are you serious? It's cancer, baby. Been casting spells on all of these rappers lately. Got them scrambling in their baggage for something close. Even cutting corners but can't quite. The way the setup just ain't right. I got the winning hand and the stakes high. Hey, when you dropping classes, it take time. I let them have they way in the midst of my hiatus. High haters, seen you cops and clippers, but can't fade us. Couple of tapes in and a vet in my own right. Brand name broke on Canterbury's overnight. No budget, all substance might have held back, but I'm never reluctant. The fact I never dropped the album is telling them something. More than enough to give them the picture where I'm headed next is literally just a given. Why these niggas working their off trying to get in position, fire under the reason for niggas' vision. 9-6 till infinity, one man symphony, orchestrated a hit, got the same treatment as Kennedy. All of a sudden, all these people acting like kin to me. Stay on my timeline, all kinda remember me, but you ain't getting near me if I ain't feeling your energy. You love the way I play with these words, it's just a kid in me. Jump. And I said, Della. One time for daylight. Stakes is high, the stakes is high. The stakes is high, the stakes is high. Detroit shit. 9-6.
Hey, once again, I gotta say I'm back because y'all been waiting from the last review. So yeah, whatever. This is the fourth and final segment of this week's episode of 2 Bars. I mean, come on, man. I'm gonna leave y'all without telling y'all my thoughts on the new Nicki Minaj album, Queen. Listen, man, she been doing this for a while, man. What we got? 10 plus years in the game. We got what? Pink Print, right? She reloads all these joints. We got Pink Friday. She reloads all these joints. You know, my thing with Nicki in the past was I can give or take a lot of her tracks. You know, I could never get through a whole album of Nicki Minaj because, to be quite honest, I like to hear rapping. You know, when she do this Starships and stuff like that, where she's singing and everything, I'm like, come on, Nick, you from Queens. I mean, the history speaks for itself. You got to give out some bars. You know what I'm saying? And I get it. You got to get the funds. You got to get the money. And her fan base loves everything that she does. But, you know me, I like bars. So going into this Queen album, I was a little skeptical. I said, I know it's going to be some tracks in here, you know, that I'm going to have to do this and do that. And you know what? Sometimes it be like that. But let me tell you something. All right? She went in the lab. She was quiet. She gave us a couple little singles, you know, a few months ago. And she got some feedback and responses from those, you know what I mean? And decided to leave Barbie Tings off of here. And I can tell you, that was actually a good idea. So you know what? I'm going to hop right in. We hop right into Ganja Burns. All right, now from the gate, I'm like, oh, here we go with the production again. We're going to do this sellout stuff. You know, so, and I'm going to tell you, this song actually didn't grow on me until like the second or third listen as I'm starting to actually listen to the bars. You know, and I understand what she's saying on here, you know, at the top of the food chain, you know, abstaining from sex, you know, being in these meaningless relationships and stuff like that. So after I kind of went back in and listened a couple of times, I'm like, all right, I get what it is. Maybe this could have been, you know, a little later in the album, but I dig what she's saying, all right? Then, okay, we hop right into, now we're getting into what I love to hear coming from Nicki Minaj, and I'm talking about rapping. This Majesty featuring none other than Eminem. And again, when the beat started in the chorus, I'm like, oh, here we go again with these single type beats. Then when this beat actually drops, and depending on the kind of headphones that you have, please don't listen to this with the $5 Five Below headphones, because you will not get the full gist of what's going on inside of this production. All right, this production is just crazy, man. You know, she just basically talking her status from the gate. Who want it with Nicki right now? Not a lot of the female MCs out there. She's talking her track list, her queen status, which we could see. You know what I mean? And then we get into Eminem, and I'm gonna tell you, it's sometimes I love M. Don't get it wrong, but I can give or take, Eminem spitting sometimes. I love the fact that he calls out Tribe Called Quest. We need them for the culture and all that. But then when he starts with that fast flow and all that, it kind of gets predictable, as far as M spitting. But Nicki Minaj on this particular track, it actually made me enjoy this track a lot. Then we get into the talked about Barbie Dreams. All right, now upon initial listen, the internet went crazy talking about how she dissing this person and dissing that person, but you gotta look at the full concept and the full art around this particular track. First off, it pays homage to none other than the great Biggie Smalls. We all know when Biggie Smalls did his Dreams, every woman who was popular at that time, he inculcated that into his rhyme scheme. And let me tell you, she does the same thing with all the males in the hip hop world today. I love it. It's just such a dope track. The similarities, you can't even front on this joint. It's one of the dopest records on this particular album. And I'm not saying, I don't think that these are disses. I listen to it for what it's worth. It's just, she throws some little shots in there. Don't get it twisted. But as far as, dissing, I just think she took that art and just gave it her twist, you know what I mean? Then we get into Rich Sex featuring none other than Lil Wayne. We're definitely anticipating Lil Wayne. He's been barring out crazy on the last couple features. It just basically talks to women getting with dudes and, it's okay to be with them as long as they got the funds, you know what I mean? Come on, Nicki. Why you gonna do us like that? Because I'm broke. You know what I'm saying? I'm broke. It's no love for me. I get it. You're snitching on the chicks that's out there sleeping with the broke dude, so you might as well just, snitch on a lot of women. But in any case, I can't front on the track. It's actually a good track. You know what I mean? Then we got another highlight on this album. And let me tell you, I was really trying not to like this album, okay? Don't get me wrong. We ain't halfway through it, but I was trying not to like it. But when you hear this track, Hard White, you're like, come on, Nick. You really barring out on this joint. Again, displaying some real rap skills on this track. Lines like, these hoes on the gram, Nicki pitching a key. I mean, come on, y'all. Stop it. She's rapping, y'all. She's actually rapping. She's talking her legacy and top status on this track. She ain't never have to strip to get the pole position. Come on, man. We've been wanting these type bars from Nicki for years. All right, then we hop into Bed featuring Ariana Grande. Now, of course, we know that this is going to be a single. You know what I mean? And me going in, I'm like, this is a single. I didn't even listen to it when it came on the radio or whatever, but I actually dig this track. I mean, come on, man. Who wouldn't want Nicki or Ariana Grande waiting for you in the bed when you come home or whatever? You gonna lie? All right, whatever. We're going to let you ride out with that. Then we got Thought I Knew You featuring none other than The Weeknd. Not a bad song, talks to being fooled, by the person that you thought was there for you. But, some harmonizing, some singing. And at this point, I'm like, Nicki, you've been rapping on this album, so let's get back to rapping. And then she gives us this run and hide after I just said, let's get back to rapping. And I'm like, oh, she actually sounds very, very good on this joint. This track is just dope, man. Nice, smooth harmony. Talking to, fighting with herself to love again. The chemistry is there, and why she should, try to hide from that. Don't run and hide, even though the chemistry is there. That's just dope, Nick. I mean, I wanted you to rap, but if you're gonna be singing like this, we gonna let you have this one. Then we get into probably one of my favorite tracks on this album, and I hope they do make a video for this. I'm not a fan of Ray Shremmerd and all of that, but this Chung Sway, Metro Boomin, man, you destroyed this beat, yo. I can't even front on this joint. Sway Lee on the chorus, he just has that soft voice, kind of draws you in, you know what I'm saying? Her flow is dope with the ad-libs. That she switches flows a few different times on this particular track. It just shows that some people who choose these flows sound better than other people, depending on the kind of bars you spitting, you know what I'm saying? The only thing that I can say is, at the end, the little 1 minute shout outs at the end, she could have did without, but this track just goes super hard. I can't even front. And y'all can say what y'all want about this Chun-Li track. First off, I dug that track when it actually came out, but where this track is placed on the album, it fits in perfectly. I can't even front, man. You know what I mean? I ain't going to talk too much about it, but she threw that joint right in there, perfect. Then we get into LLC. Again, a flow that everybody is doing, but she sounds a bit better doing it, because of her rapping ability. Brag rap. She's talked to making someone's name pop just by her mentioning it or putting it out there, and we know she probably could do that. So hopefully she'll hook me up with an LLC. All right, Nick, we want to try to do that. All right, let me get my stuff together. But in any case, then we got good form. You know what I mean? Nice little concept. The show kind of has that little Manny Fresh type of feel. Back in the day. Again, she plays with a lot of flows, and on this particular track, she's giving you some. I gotta give her credit on that. This Nip Tuck Joan, I ain't even going front. Skippies. All right, now this is when the album, I'm like, oh man, what the heck is going on? Because it's too late, Joan. That little interlude, we could have did without that Joan. Skippies. Then we got Come See About Me. Again, sounds like a single. A little bit too much singing again. Skippies. I mean, we're not going to break a record, but these Skippies Jones right here, and of course, H.E.R featuring Future. It's just too many H.E.R references on this Joan. And Future, I get it. We had his time, but guess what? Skippies, he's done on that Joan. Then we get back to exactly what I love. All right, and we're talking about this Miami track. All right, this track. I wish it was the first song, because the way that this Joan comes on, if she would have began the album with this, I would have been like, wow. Because she just kills this Joan. Her status, her confidence, the production is dope on this particular track. And then we get back into something that is very disappointing. And I'm not talking about Nicki Minaj on this Coco Chanel Joan. Nicki actually kills this beat. But Foxy, as much as I love her, she's an icon as far as female rappers go, in my opinion, from the past. And I'm going to give her that. But we could have did without her on this particular joint. She can't find the beat. It sounds mumbled. I don't know what she's talking about on this particular track. And, again, I get it. Nicki paying some homage, putting a veteran on there, and we respect that. But at the end of the day, this joint, nah. Then we got, of course, inspiration with the same production from the Coco Chanel joint. Nicki paying some homage. Let me tell y'all. If you were to take those 5 tracks off of this album, we might even be talking about a classic here. All right, and again, I went into this album really trying not to like this joint, but Nicki, solid body of work. You took those 5 tracks off, you would have got a higher rating, but my first cousin, man, that's a 3.5 out of 5 stars. I dig this joint. I can't front. Thank you all for watching too, though.